Hi everyone, it's Tony Richards and welcome to the Tony Richards Life Focus. I was talking with a friend today and he was telling me how frustrated he was with his boss, how she was extremely demanding and how she thought she knew everything, and how whenever somebody would do something, she would often say, "Well, that's good, but..." And he was just really frustrated with everything that was happening and how she was, in many respects, berating and belittling everyone. And he asked me what I thought. And I said, when I was a kid, there was another kid at school that I really didn't like because he thought he was better than everybody else. And I remember he held an office in school. We had kind of makeshift offices where people took turns leading assemblies, leading recess, leading going to and from classes and everything. And I remember complaining to my grandfather one time, and my grandfather was a very well politically connected in Chicago growing up. And I remember my grandfather saying to me one time, Tony, it's important that you remember this, not only for today, but throughout all your life. And this is the advice I gave my friend to the boss that he's having problems with. You may not like the person, but you have to respect the office. You have to respect where they are and why they're there. As a leader, it's important that we understand not only the people that we're leading, but the people that are leading us. And yes, there are times, Deborah, there are times when we run into people and we just get so frustrated with them and get frustrated with the way they're thinking, the way they're acting, whatever it might be. Corey, sometimes we just want to say to that person, you know what, grow up. But we don't. Because you see, what we have to do is we have to respect what they're doing, and there's a reason they're there. So I told my friend that I hope that his boss, I hope that she will be a better person and a better boss through the example that he's setting. And that is, you don't have to be their best friend, but you do have to respect their authority, their position, where they are. And when you do that, things become a little bit easier because you're not looking at them, you're looking at where they are. You're looking at how they are getting things done. And you're actually respecting their experience. So, whatever and wherever you are, if you're faced with someone that's really giving you a hard time, if you're faced with someone that's really challenging you, and if you're faced with someone that is just making life miserable at times for you, remember, you don't have to like them. You don't have to be their best friend. But you got to respect. You got to respect for the position either they hold, the authority that they have. And you have to understand that, learn from that person. Learn how not to do things. Learn how not to be that type of leader. Learn that when you get into that opportunity, if you do down the road or another position down the road, learn how to respect and treat people and others the way you would want to be treated and respected. And when you do, you'll grow and you'll be a stronger person and a stronger leader because of that. The life focus, going back to my grandfather, years and years ago, you don't have to like the person, but you have to respect the position, the office, the authority. And when you do, it becomes a lot easier. It becomes better to get through. You start looking at them differently because you start saying, okay, it's not you I'm worried about, because maybe they need the help. Maybe they're hurting on the inside. Maybe they've got their walls up because that's all they know. They don't want you to know what they don't know. So respect the position that they hold. Help them. Teach them. Learn from them. Grow with them. And when you do, you all go forward.